Good morning, everyone. My name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan. Welcome to Ella's Home and Garden. Dean and I are excited to be here this week to do a wreath. But girl, we got to talk about The Bachelor because a lot happened. We have a lot to discuss. So as you guys come in, welcome. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed your snow day yesterday. If you live in East Texas, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let us know where you're watching from. And any questions or comments you guys have about today's video, drop those down below as well. So, we're going to be doing a Mardi Gras mesh wreath. Y'all know I'm not really a big fan of mesh. I don't do it very often, but I like to incorporate it on seasonal wreaths, especially when you use a grapevine as your base. So, I've got an 18-inch oval grapevine wreath here, and I've got a really cute roll of 10-inch mesh. And every week here at Ellis Guys, we offer an item of the week that is on sale and for online customers only. And so this week, the 10-inch mesh is 40% off, which is great. So, this is just one of the selections that I chose, but there's tons out there. There's a great variety of mesh that you guys can choose from. And if you're not really wanting to participate in Mardi Gras this year, then you can also check out the other mesh. It's not the same discount, but it's on sale as well. And they've got great color selections as well as sizes. Can you see everything on your end? Perfect. So good morning. First thing I want to know is how many of you guys watching live in or near East Texas and got to enjoy our snow day. It only snows here once every, 3 years or so. And let me tell y'all how it goes in East Texas, okay? One snow flurry. There is a 4-car pileup, and they all fly into a transformer, and everyone loses power in the whole city. Is that like where you guys live too? If you don't get snow very often, that's what happens here. And my power surged all night. I'm sure there was a pileup because someone was like, oh my God, a snowflake, and they flew off into a ditch. And I had Mark here in the greenhouse manager, he was without power for 5 or 6 hours as well. So hope you guys stayed warm and got to enjoy the day with your family and your kids, making memories and making snowmen with all the grass in there because we ain't got that much snow. So we don't have that much snow when you go around and drive around and people have snowmen with grass all up in them. That ain't cute, but it's fun, so I hope you guys got to enjoy that. I set my butt inside in front of the fire and didn't move.
We got enough snow to make a snowman this year.
Oh, really? Well, I didn't make one in my house, but y'all, my neighborhood is full of kids. They're like roaches. You step on one, they keep coming. And they're all through the neighborhood, and all I heard the whole night was screaming and laughing, and they were out there making snow angels, and I was like, whatever you do not get in my yard, because I hate when they step on my snow, because it makes a perfect picture, and then you have these big things. But my dogs loved it. Stella's a poodle, so her hair is like a Brillo pad, and every single thing sticks to it, so she had big clumps of snow all over her, and I have dark hardwood floors, so you can imagine how that looked. And Dolly loved it. She stuck her nose in there and went across the yard. And if you guys saw my Facebook stories, you saw that. I posted a picture of it or a video of it because she was super cute. But I hope you guys had a great time and a great weekend. We're going to do this wreath. We're going to knock it out. We're going to talk. We're going to discuss about The Bachelor and so much more that we've been doing and up to. And before I go any further, guys, it's a little late. But here at Ellis, better late than never, okay? In the fall time, everyone was like, oh my God, when are you guys going to get some leopard ribbon? Girl, fall's over. Christmas is over. But Valentine's is here. And you need to get this now because hold on to it and you can use it in the fall time. I already put some back so that when we get to fall again for 2021, I have some of this stacked away so we'll be able to use it. But on the website, ellishomeandgarden.com, guys, you can find everything I'm showing you here today plus so much more. And plus this, look, we got leopard ribbon. This is 4-inch, which is my favorite. There's one with a burlap base on it. There's one with a regular base. And we have the same thing in 2.5-inch. So the leopard ribbon is in stock finally 3 months later at Ellis Home and Garden, guys. ellishomeandgarden.com. Check it out. They've got 4 different options. I don't know if all of them are online, but most of them are. And you want to get this because you can put this in your Valentine's stuff. And when we went to market last week, we did a replay last week, by the way. I was at market with Ellis, and one of the huge trends was not black and white. It's kind of like, bye, it's in the rearview mirror. Leopard is a big trend, and they had it mixed with Mardi Gras. They had it mixed with spring and summer, fall, Christmas, everything. And we bought a bunch of stuff coming in for the fall season, and lots of blue. Blue's a really big color too. But we have this in store and online right now, ellishomeandgarden.com. So go get it, girl. I'm obsessed. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Okay, y'all probably like, don't shut it, please. We're gonna get this wreath going. So I've got the wreath here. It's just a grapevine, 18-inch, and I've got my 10-inch mesh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is cut me a couple of strips. And I'm just going to focus on one part of the wreath today, probably the left side. So I'm going to cut just 2 strips of mesh. And by doing this technique I'm going to show you today, girl, you can hold on to this mesh, till your hair turns gray because you can use it so many different times. Okay, if you don't throw it on the floor like I did. So, right before the snowstorm hit,
It was a winter storm morning.
It was, yes. We went to the winery. We took my mom. It's been a long time since we got to go to lunch with just my mom and Josh. all four of us, the gang was back together. I've been dieting because we're getting new cameras installed Friday for next week's video and new lighting, so you can see every little roll. And so I've like been eating ice, and so I haven't drank since the new year. And I thought, you know what? We're gonna go to the winery. We're gonna have a couple drinks. Girl, I was lit like a tree, and we had so much fun. And so that's where we were at before it started snowing. So now I'm up a pound, which I'm really upset about, but the wine was worth it, you know. So I'm trying to work that off. Okay, I have my 2 pieces of mesh. You want to grab yourself either some wire or a pipe cleaner. I've got pipe cleaners here. And let me show you how easy this is to add on to the wreath, okay? So the first piece, and by the way, this is probably 36 inches, so like a yard. The first piece I'm going to add down here on the bottom left. Okay, so I just put my pipe cleaner through. I'm going to stick this on here like so. How many of you guys use mesh on grapevines? If you do, leave a comment. I'm just going to let that trickle on down like a little ringlet, okay? And that's going to give us some length. And then we're just going to put one more piece that we cut. Here's the other piece here. We're going to put that up towards the top left. Dean, I know you love Disney. So I've been like on a Disney kick, y'all. Have you seen that movie? It's an old movie. It's like in the 90s called The 13th Year. Okay, so I was like, had a vision like That's So Raven the other night. And I was thinking about that movie. And so I found it on Disney Plus. So last night I watched The 13th Year. And it was still just as cute as I remember. I used to live on Disney Channel. Okay. I'm just putting on my pipe cleaners first. Okay, so there's one there. I'll put another one. Let's go about right here or so. Okay. We have another one there. And to me it's easier. And I use brown pipe cleaners so they blend in with the mesh, with the grapevine, but you're really not going to be able to see them once you get done. So if you only have red left over from Christmas Girl, you can still pull those out and use them as well. Okay, so I'm going to put one piece down here on this pipe cleaner. And then tie this off, bimp it out a little, and put this here. Okay. See how easy that was, y'all? Now just take your wire cutters and clip off the excess pipe cleaner so it doesn't look like you have some worms sticking out right there.
Kelly says that she couldn't watch The Bachelor last night. It was a black screen.
Who? Kelly, you better call your cable provider, okay? You might have had some snow on your dish. We're going to talk about The Bachelor in just a minute because I've got to have a whole segment. But before we do, if you watch The Bachelor, leave a comment or just give us a thumbs up so Dina can check it out. We need to see the feedback before we just dive in and discuss this. Okay, have the mesh on there. Now you're probably thinking, Dylan, come on now. Okay, that ain't a lot of mesh. And it's supposed to be, I like minimal, okay? So we're going to accent with ribbon. So I have 2 different ribbons. Again, there's lots of Mardi Gras ribbon on the website. But, honey, please, look at this one. This is a really cute Mardi Gras.
5 thumbs.
How many?
5.
Okay, we had a whole 5 people who watched, but for those 5 people, we have got to discuss. And if you're not watching, y'all are missing out. Okay, so I put the mesh on there, and now I'm going to put some ribbon. We're going to tie us a pretty full bow to go right here in the corner where we put that first piece. Then we're going to tie some smaller ones, and of course to have some florals. So you can replicate today's project for any season. So I know 4th of July is something I do this with a lot because I like to find seasons where you can use like a bunch of gaudy stuff. And Mardi Gras is your time to shine in the gaudy department. And so is 4th of July because you want everything to almost look like a firework without getting too crazy. Okay, so I'm going to tie me a bow to go down here. And don't forget, guys, don't stress, honey. We are too blessed to be stressed. I have one of those shirts at home. You can use a pro bow. We have pro bow to hand on the website, so if you struggle with your hand-tied bows, girl, you can get on the pro bow, and I'd probably use row D or so on there, and that's going to give you about the same size bow that we're going to do here on the bottom of the wreath. Okay? So I'm going to tie me up a bow really quick. Anyone watching, anybody go to Dallas Market that's watching? Like I said, we went there last week for Ellis. I'm actually going back today for myself. I'm going to search for some things for, I'm going to search for some scissors, but I'm also going to search for, let me try these pink ones, for some tulips and things for my group, Dylan's Divas, guys. So right now in my group, Dylan's Divas Monthly Design Group, I'm running a promotion. So every January I run this promotion. And the promotion is you can sign up now through the 31st of January and you can receive your first month for $14.99, and then the next month goes to $19.99. I like to do that every January just to give you guys maybe a trial period if you're not really sure, you know, what my group's about, what we learn in there, what we discuss. And you can come in, you can hang out, have a good time, enjoy yourself. And if God forbid you don't want to stay, which I hope you do, in February, then you can always cancel your subscription. But if you're interested in that, we do 4 videos a week. We cover all the principles and elements of floral design. We do a Q&A each week over a different topic. Today they're actually going to go with me to market. I'm going to take them on the market experience and explain to them what you should expect, and so they kind of get a perspective from me on what I do when I'm there. We also do bonus content material, a lot of behind the scenes. Also, you get 10% off everything on my website if you join as well. So if you're interested, guys, you can go to my website, Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N, PalmerDesigns.com, DylanPalmerDesigns.com, and you can sign up today and get your first month for $14.99. I would love to have you. Okay, got my bow tied here. And now we're going to put this on the bottom left of the wreath. So I don't know about you, but I love winter. I love cold weather. You can always put more clothes on. I don't take that rule, you know, I don't have any more clothes on, but after about Christmas is over and I've enjoyed like the cold weather, I'm ready for spring. What about you, Dana?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love winter for a minute, but it's like as soon as the tree's down, which mine barely came down yesterday, then I like it for it to be over.
I do like to have one cold snap though, at least one cold snap for a couple of days. Make sure to kill the bugs. We gotta kill all the bugs.
Yes, because y'all know I don't do any bugs, girl. Speaking of bugs, I watched The Bug's Life the other night. You like that movie? I love it.
It's cute.
I haven't seen all these movies since I was a kid. Can we discuss something really quick? I don't know what has gotten into me. I guess I was just feeling nostalgic. I like to get on Pinterest and just scroll through, and they have lots of things I like to click on and stuff. And something that came up was Barney. Okay, so I remember I watched Barney when I was a kid, and I still thought that it was like they were having episodes and stuff on TV and stuff, but it's not even on TV anymore. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. And there's some reasons why, which we're not going to discuss on here, but you should investigate, because it was very interesting, some of the shows that used to be on that aren't now, and what kind of happened behind the scenes. It was really interesting to learn. Okay, y'all, I got the bow. We're going to run this through the grapevine. Put it down here. Oh my God, Dina, what did I say this? Hold on. See how pretty that looks on top of that mesh? And then once you get that on there, see I left these tails long too, so I could curl them where they match with the mesh. Look at that, y'all. So pretty. Okay? Now we're going to tie a couple small bows to go up near the top.
Hey, Regina.
Hey, Regina. How are you? Okay. I'm so freaking pissed. Y'all ever seen that White Chicks movie? That's one of the lines in that movie. I'm going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee in February for a wine and design retreat with me and Andrea Brown with Ranch House Craft Supplies. Y'all know, I'm start tearing up. Y'all, this is my second time to go to Gatlinburg, and Dollywood is closed until the end of March because of a pandemic or something. Are you kidding? Closed. I'm going in February. This is the second time I'm not going to get to go to Dollywood. I was so excited. That was like Josh was like, I ain't going. I'm like, yes, you are. But I'm so sad. If you live in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge or wherever, have you guys heard any more information about that? Please give me an update. That will make me smile because, girl, I literally had to go call a therapist yesterday. I was so upset. Okay, look how small this little bow is.
So Linda says the Mardi Gras parades in New Orleans and Thibodeau and it are canceled.
Everything's freaking canceled, you know? But hey, gotta be safe because this freaking coronavirus is going around like crazy. Everybody I know has had it. Okay, so on this right here, y'all, I just did 2 loops of the small and I did some tails of the 2.5 inch ribbon. And why did I just do that? Let me tell y'all a story. If you put chapstick on, and I always put pipe cleaners in my mouth. I don't know why. It sticks all to your chapstick. So one day I didn't realize, And I went into the store, it looked like I'd ate a caterpillar for lunch. So you gotta be careful with chapstick. And that, see, I don't even buy by the rules. You know, you're not supposed to put stuff in your mouth, Dylan. They teach you that in 3rd grade, but oh well. I'm so freaking hungry because I've been dieting. I'm ready to eat anything these days. Okay. So I'm gonna get the next little bow. Anybody have any information for me, Dina?
No.
Okay, great.
Mary Franco's the licensed therapist. You just call her.
Mary, please. Well, can we trade services? I'll do a wreath for you if you give me an hour of therapy. And I just want to talk about Dolly, okay? That's all I need to discuss. And you have to allow drinking in your session, like wine. Do you allow that for me? Okay, I'm putting my next little bow on there. Okay, and I'm going to do one more kind of right up there at the top, the same way. So 2 small loops of the smaller ribbon, and then 2 of the other.
Mary Lee says Tennessee is really bad with COVID lately.
Dang. Okay, let's switch gears. Let's talk The Bachelor. I just cut that wrong. Okay, so if you guys watched The Bachelor, from the first episode, which was last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even discuss that because I was gone. Anyone
she says absolutely, by the way.
Oh, good. Anyone who refers to themselves as a queen, I can't. So, Miss Victoria, leave your comments. Can't freaking stand her. I was telling Dina, you know, there's a couple things I can't stand. First of all, you're on national television, okay? Learn how to fix your hair. How hard is it to run a curling iron through it? And she wears that glitter eyeshadow that you had in 2nd grade from Claire's. Cannot stand it. But she always looks like she just came in from a skydiving trip. You know, her hair's blown. She had bags under her eyes. She moved out of her room, slept on the couch. Well, first of all, girl, please, I can hate someone, and I'm still gonna get me a good night rest. You know, Mom's gotta sleep. So she'd have moved out there on the couch, moved her whole suitcase. That's what you call dramatic. And I think she's trying very hard to become the villain, and you don't have to try that hard to become a villain. And that girl at the end, what's her name? Do you remember her name? The one that she threw under the bus? I can't remember her name, y'all. Marilyn. That girl didn't do nothing to her. She was trying to have resolve the whole time, and she wouldn't allow it. So I was just shook with the whole thing, but I can't stand her, y'all. And I was telling Dina, they played that game, y'all, in those wedding dresses where they threw all that stuff and they were throwing that cake. Honey, please, I'd be packing that cake up in a Ziploc, taking it back to my room, girl, have a little snack later, because you know they don't eat on that show. I've never once seen them eat. So I'd be hungry. So if anyone has a comment about Victoria, you know, let me know.
She needs to go.
Okay.
Don't like her. Her dress was horrid.
The dress. Oh my God, the dress, y'all, came from La Patricia. You ever seen that store in the mall? It's like those cheap prom dresses or whatever, and we looked it up online. This is the great thing about Twitter. We looked it up. The dress was $23. It had that hole in the front, and the whole bra was hanging out in the back. That made me cringe right there. Okay, so I'm putting this last little bow up here. And something fun that you guys can do, if you want, something really fun, is that you can paint your grapevine. So to make this even more gaudy and fun, paint it gold or paint it purple or green, and that will be really fun also.
An update. I don't live there, but I think Dollywood is usually closed from January to mid-March.
Oh, every year? I thought it was a pandemic thing. Dolly, I'm still mad, okay? Can you make an exception for me, please? I really just want to go to Dollywood. Like, I mean, do you ride roller coasters?
Mm-hmm.
Of course you do. I could already tell by looking at you. I haven't rolled a roller coaster in a long time. I like them, but I don't like the rides that go. I can go upside down and flip around, but something about the ones that go backwards hurt my neck. So I haven't done that. And I haven't rode the Texas Giant since that girl flew off and died. You know, I got a little deja vu. But I'm not really going to Dollywood for the ride. I want to go to the museum. You know, whatever. I want to see all her costumes and her accolades and all that stuff. So that's why I wanted to go.
Mickey says she sure doesn't look like a queen.
She showed out, honey. She looked like somebody who was on that movie, The Hangover. That's what she looked like. Okay, y'all. Remind me to show you a picture of something when we get done here. I've got my ball picks. You want to just use some floral that's going to give you some great coverage. And now I'm going to incorporate these on the wreath. Okay. I'm going to mix these on this side. Yeah. Other than that, I watched the movie and it was the most horrible thing I've ever seen. Y'all know I love Disney. I don't even know if this is a Disney movie, but I watched this movie called Mirror Mirror. Have you seen that? With Julia Roberts and Lily Collins. It's kind of about Snow White. She's the queen. It was horrible. And you know, Julia Roberts is amazing and I love all her movies and stuff, but it just wasn't good. I was really disappointed. But there's a movie you guys can rent on like DirecTV or Amazon or something. It's called Greenland. It's really good. It's got Gerard Butler and it's kind of about the apocalypse. It's really good. I love stuff like that. And then like freaking yourself out if you go to bed, you know. I get the canned goods in case something goes wrong. Okay, so I'm just adding in these ball picks all the way through here. And y'all know this is for demo, so if you are creating this or doing this at home, that you want to make sure that you glue everything in so that it stays when you put it on your door. Okay, I'm going to put another one right in here. And then I think maybe one more right here. Okay. And now you can take something longer for the bottom. So I love this pick with these fern leaves on it. Why am I trying to put trash in there? I keep thinking that's a trash can. Look at this, y'all. You can leave it long and kind of curve it. And you can bend all these picks, guys, because they're all on wire. Okay. Let's lift her up and then lay it on top of your mesh.
Do you spray your wreaths with something to keep the glitter from shedding?
No, I don't, but I mean, I'm sure you can spray them, guys, with some type of like sealant of some sort. You know, I'm sure you can get it at like a craft store or Scotch Guard. That'll help the fading. I don't know if it'll help keep the stuff on there, but you can buy spray. You can buy spray adhesive. Aquanet will, honey. That will also light you on fire, so be careful. But yeah, you can do that. Okay, look at these, y'all. These are so cute.
Dollarwood opens March 13th.
Well, I'm not going to be there March 13th, but I appreciate the update. I'm devastated. Is Graceland closed too for cleaning? I mean, what's going on there? That's in what, Memphis?
Memphis.
But that's, how far is that from Gatlinburg? 4 hours? 2.
It's 2 hours to Nashville, so it'd be about 4 hours.
We won't be making that trip. Okay, these come straight, y'all, but you can curve them. Look at, ooh, that looks a little weird. You know, curl them like this. And then you can add this up in your wreaths too for some more fun. And remember, it's Mardi Gras, so you can make it as gaudy as you want. So if you're watching and you decorate for Mardi Gras, leave a comment, say yes or no. Do you decorate for Mardi Gras?
Mm-mm.
Me either. We don't really do it here. Your mom has horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does she have, do y'all put those little blankets on or those poncho things?
When it gets really cold and it stays cold for a long period of time.
Okay. Is that a big hassle to put that on them or no?
No, it's just, they like to take them off.
Okay. I just saw one down the road. I was like, oh, poncho. I didn't know they had this. How many horses does she have?
We have 2 left.
And they're all broke?
No, these 2 are not.
So you can't ride them?
No.
But you can go up and pet them stuff?
Yes.
Well, being it, get out there and break them. I want them ride.
No.
Why not? She's got 2 left. So is she ever going to get any more, or when these are done, she's done?
These would be it.
Oh, okay. Dang. So you had horses all since you were growing up?
From about the time I was 10.
And so she had horses, though, that were broke that you could
Yeah.
ride. So did you ever have one that was like a baby and it died?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had my
God.
horse.
And it just died of old age?
We ran barrels and poles and I did shows.
Yeah, we
and
found all kinds of stuff out there. She be jumping barrels and stuff. So how long did it live?
He was 18 when he died.
Is that about when horses die?
That's 20 is about the,
Yeah. I just didn't know how much they died. But I didn't know how
Some live
expensive they
longer.
were either. Good God. I looked at, a friend of ours got some horses and they're really expensive kind, but
expensive pets.
just a regular horse. Honey, how much do you think just a regular horse would cost? 5,000, 10,000?
Depends. It depends.
Oh, Lord. The only horse I'll be riding is that little one at the grocery store. You know, with a little quarter in it. That's the only one I could be riding. That much. It's expensive. Okay.
Leanne asks if you're going to make something with the pics she gave you.
Say that one more time.
Leanne asks if you're going to make something with the pics she gave you.
Absolutely, Leanne, for sure.
Memphis is 4 to 4.5 hours from Chattanooga.
Where's that at? I don't know what that is.
Chattanooga's down by Georgia.
Leanne, I will message you, and when I see you next, I will give you your arrangement. Or I will mail it to you. I'll come up to Dallas and give it to you.
Renee has 2 that are 29.
Wow. How old are yours now you have?
Trying to think.
Are they getting up there? Or are they still young?
Oh no, they're pushing 30.
I thought they lived to be 18 or 20.
That's the low end of it.
But they can live that long? Oh my God.
They're pushing 30.
And y'all had those since they were babies?
We had their mama. They were born.
Oh my God. Okay, y'all, let's dive into it real quick with Dina. Okay, let me understand. So, you had a horse, and then she had the 2 babies, and those are the 2 babies
She had
you
3 babies, but one of them has already passed on.
Okay, but she had 3, or kept all 3, and the mom. So after all 3 of the babies were born, how long did the mom die before she died? How long did she live before she died?
I was in Nashville when she died. We got her when I was about 10. So I don't know how old she actually was because we got her from somebody. But we had her for 18 years.
Good Lord. So, y'all just had horses or had other animals too?
Had other animals too.
Oh my God, all up in here. Okay, I love a good farm. I want a goat, Dina. Like a little goat. Did you have goats?
We didn't have goats. My niece wants goats.
Do you have pigs?
No.
Okay, let me tell you a story. Y'all know you get on Instagram and you start following people and you feel like you're friends with them. I found this lady. She is dead. I mean, her whole face is just paralyzed. She has 3 huge pigs. Like, what do you call the big ones? I guess, whatever. Huge. They're pets in the house. Like, she's got
Potbellies?
Yeah. She lives in like this, like Highland Park. You know where that is in Dallas? Rich. Huge mansion. Girl, in her backyard, she has a whole half her backyard that's turf. Okay, that's our rich yard. We've got turf. And she's got the pigs, and they live up in there like a farm. And they come in the house, and she feeds them and talks to them, and that is crazy. That's nasty. But, I mean, that's crazy. And I'm scared of pigs. Ever since they were little, make that squeaking noise, I can't. You know, it would scare me to death. Okay, so what did you have besides horse? Did you have donkey?
We had chickens and ducks and geese and...
So you have roosters too?
Yeah.
Is that they're the ones that lay eggs, right? Y'all, I don't know.
No, the hens lay the eggs.
Okay, I knew one of them. Can we be honest with each other real quick? Okay. This is how stupid I am when it comes to animals. I had Josh. I asked my mom and Morgan, and they didn't know. I had to call Josh. He was the voice of reason. Dina, I asked them, and I guess this is a common question, what makes the eggs that you get at the store not turn into chickens, like when you get them? I didn't understand the whole, like, the whole thing behind it, like the reproductive thing, all that. So I got a whole lesson. And will you explain it to me again? It's like somebody has to lay on them, right, or something before they'll hatch. Like, not any egg will hatch.
If you get them every morning, they're not going to hatch into baby chickens.
But if you leave them, they will.
Yeah.
So what makes them stop from the grocery store and not do that?
Because they are fertilized. I mean, they are frozen. They're not frozen. They are refrigerated and
Oh, so the process stops.
And they're not. Yeah.
Because I had a whole moment, like, I'm not really an egg person, but I'll eat like a scrambled egg. But I was like, what? I'm eating the baby chicken over here. You know, it kind of grossed me out for a minute. So I had to call Josh, and he kind of took a moment of silence and was like, y'all are all dumb. And gave us the whole lesson on the anatomy of roosters and chickens and hens and all that stuff. And now very well educated. But am I the only one that didn't know that? Please tell me no, because if I am, who's the therapist again? Now we got 2 topics to talk about. One is Dolly, and one is my education girl, because, can't do it. Okay, guys, I've had fun today. Oh, Jesus. This wreath, everything you see here can be found at ellishomeandgarden.com. Don't forget, leopard is in stock, and it's on the website as well. I'm running the promotion on my website, DylanPalmerDesigns.com. You can join my monthly design group, Dylan's Divas. Get your first month for $14.99. So y'all go check it out. I'd love to have you. We have so much fun. Our video this week, the first one's today. I'm about to head out, go to Dallas, and we're going to do a little market walkthrough. So we'll get to experience that together, and I give my perspective on what I like to do, tips and tricks and stuff that I follow when I'm at market. So hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope you go on Google and check out the chickens, because now I want a horse. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff we learn every week. We're having new cameras installed Friday with new lights. So next week, honey, we're going to be lit up in here like we are on the national news. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Check out the website, ellishomeandgarden.com. Item of the week was the Mardi Gras mesh. It's 40% off. There's more variations than this. And we'll see y'all next Tuesday, 10 a.m. CST here at Ellis. Bye, y'all. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.